If you've been struggling to stay profitable in the market, constantly second guessing your trades, revenge trading, or panicking at the first sign of a dip, it's not just about strategy. Your attachment wound could be sabotaging your success. So today I am diving into how healing anxious attachment can transform you into a confident, disciplined, and profitable trader. Because let's be real, if you can't regulate your emotions in relationships, those unregulated emotions will definitely show up in your trading. See, when I first started trading, I thought the key to success was just strategy, learning technical analysis, understanding indicators, and mastering risk management. But let me tell you, none of that mattered when my emotions kicked in. See, my anxious attachment wounds followed me from my relationships right into my trading. And this caused me to overtrade because I hated feeling out of control, and I chased trades out of fear of missing out, just like I used to chase relationships that weren't for me. And I won't even mention how I panic and exit early, just like I used to self-sabotage before I felt like someone was about to leave me. It was all a mess, and it showed up in my accounts. But then I started healing, and I worked on my anxious attachment, and I did the inner work and learned how to self-soothe, and I stopped looking for external validation, whether from men or the market. And guess what happened? My trading became calm. I started trusting my strategy instead of reacting to every candle that popped up on the screen. And I stopped over trading and forcing setups. And my profits finally started growing consistently because I wasn't moving from a place of fear. I was trading from a place of confidence and abundance. Listen, healing anxious attachment can transform you into a confident, disciplined, and profitable trader. So get ready to heal your anxious attachment and watch how you make money and profits in trading. But let's start with what anxious attachment is. An anxious attachment is a relational pattern that develops early in childhood and continues into adulthood, shaping how you connect with others, including romantic partners, friends, and even financial decisions like trading. Now, this anxious pattern stems from inconsistent caregiving, when a child receives love and attention sometimes, but is ignored and rejected other times. And this unpredictability creates a deep fear of abandonment and an excessive need for reassurance. And so in adulthood relationships, anxious attachment shows up as overanalyzing text and feeling unworthy unless you are validated by someone else, or struggling with trust and constantly seeking external approval. And the biggest of all is a fear of being abandoned or left behind, which leads to being clingy and impulsive behavior. But the problem is, anxious attachment doesn't just affect relationships. It affects everything, including money and career decisions, and yes, trading. See, people with anxious attachment tend to feel emotionally reactive when things don't go as planned. They struggle to sit with uncertainty, which is needed in trading, and they constantly seek control over situations which you will never have in trading. And they chase quick wins rather than trust long-term growth. So if this sounds like you, don't worry. You can heal anxious attachment and step into confidence, trust, and stability in both love and wealth building. But first, why does anxious attachment show up in trading? Well, because the market, much like relationships, is full of uncertainty. And for someone with anxious attachment, uncertainty feels unbearable. See, just like an anxious attached person seeks constant reassurance in love, they seek it from the market too. They check the charts obsessively, and they jump into impulsive positions, or they exit too soon out of fear. See, the emotional highs and lows of the market mimic the emotional roller coaster of an unhealed attachment style, making traders more reactive than strategic. And this means we tend to chase FOMO trades, or we overtrade to feel in control, or we panic at the first sign of pullback, much like an anxious person might cling to a partner at the slightest sign of emotional distance. And you already know, without emotional regulation, trading becomes an anxiety-driven cycle rather than a disciplined, profitable practice. But when you heal anxious attachment, you learn to trust yourself. You learn to tolerate uncertainty and approach the market with confidence, which leads to better decisions and bigger profits. So I have 3 tips that will help you heal anxious attachment and lead to bigger profits. But before I dive into those 3 tips, I want to talk about the powerful tool that ties them all together, which is meditation. Now, you know I talk about meditation on this channel all the time because meditation isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about training your mind to stay present, to regulate emotions and tolerate discomfort. And when you meditate consistently, you become more aware of your emotional triggers. You develop the discipline to pause and reset before trading, and you strengthen your ability to sit with uncertainty rather than react impulsively. So, just like a healed attachment style brings emotional stability to relationships, meditation brings the same stability to your trading by helping you move from anxious, reactionary decisions to calm, confident execution. So here are 3 tips to heal anxious attachment in trading and shift into confidence, abundance, and discipline in your trading. And first, you have to master emotional regulation. So instead of reacting out of fear, learn to sit with discomfort, whether that's a red candle or a trade that needs time to play out. This is how you reprogram and regulate your nervous system. And this will do a world of good in helping you say no to impulsive trades so you develop patience and discipline. The second tip is to trust yourself and your strategy. Just like a healed person no longer needs constant reassurance in relationships, a healed trader no longer needs to overanalyze every price move. So when you learn to trust yourself and your strategy, you will begin to enter trades with confidence. You will set your stop loss with ease, and you will let the market just do its thing. The third tip is a big one, but it doesn't really directly relate to trading, but it is for you to let go of your scarcity mindset. Listen, anxiously attached traders fear missing out, so they chase bad setups. But a healed trader knows the market will always give opportunities. And in the same way that love, money, and success are abundant, so are opportunities to trade. So what I recommend you do to become a consistent, profitable trader while you heal out of anxious attachment, look out for your emotional triggers and ask yourself, are you trading because you saw a good setup, or are you trading because you feel anxious and need action? Listen, other thing I want you to do is journal your trades and your emotions before and after each one. I want you to develop a pre-trade ritual. Use meditations or affirmations or whatever calms your nervous system before entering the market, because this will help you trade from a place of alignment, not anxiety. And I want you to learn to tolerate uncertainty. The market is unpredictable, just like life and relationships. So practice holding your trades longer. Sit with the discomfort and watch how you grow. Listen, healing anxious attachment isn't about love. It is about life and wealth and the ability to hold on to abundance when it shows up. So if you're serious about becoming a profitable, emotionally strong trader, watch my next video called How Day Trading Healed My Heart and My Bank Account. And I will see you in the next video.